Another tool you can use to cut things out is the Scissor Select Tool. Not my favorite, but it can be useful depending on what you choose. Now, I chose these two different pictures just to give you an idea of why Scissor Select Tool would be either a good thing or not a good thing to use on a particular picture. And you're about to see why right now. Let's see, come on, cooperate. Okay, so I'm going to move this layer thing down here. Now, Scissor Select Tool is this one right here. And what it does is it identifies differences in colors and allows you to, like the Path tool, just click and then notice what happens here. It follows the layer here, watch. Follows the line. Notice that I didn't have to do anything. I'm going to do it again. Up here, watch. I'm going to, instead of going click, 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 over here, watch. How about that? Okay. Now I can drag this down here a little bit. Oops. Maybe I'm going to put it right here. And you can, if you want, add to it, but it gets a little tricky when you do stuff like that. So it's not the perfect tool. You can see right there. Okay, that's all right. Click, 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 and right here, this is different from the Path tool because notice right here. Notice the little plus sign. It's kind of hard to tell, but with a scissor. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. See, there's a plus sign next to the scissor there, okay? Which means I can click another one. But when I get from the first one to the last one, here's the last one. Here's the first one. Oops, look at that. See that little sort of almost Olympic circle symbol here, the two little circles linked together? Okay, that means you're done. And in order for you to actually finish this one, you have to find that place where you started. Otherwise it could get complicated. So I'm going to click on that. And that should be it. Now, if all goes well, all I have to do, here, hold on, is click in the middle of this foot and it will be selected. And there you have it. Just like before, you want to go to Select, Invert, or Control-I, hit Delete, and notice I have a white background now. Well, if you have this problem, and this is a good thing actually, now I don't want a white background, so that is my selection. I'm going to go up here to Colors, and I'm going to go Color to Alpha, right down here, Color to Alpha, and it's going to pop this box right here, and notice it has white as the selection, so it says from this to this. So I'm going to click OK, and there we go. So that was a lot easier than using the Path tool. Now, I showed you the easy way and how the Scissor tool is very wonderful and you can select things. The reason it was, and the reason it worked that way, is because I had a pretty solid color difference going on here. I had the blue, and then I had my feet, which are kind of, beige and white. If you have a lot of different colors like this, you don't want to use the Scissor tool. Okay, and I'll show you why. Let's try it out here. It can be very frustrating. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click, click. Okay, well now my feet and the color of the floor are fairly different. Okay, so I'm going to go over here like this. Now, oops, notice we got a problem. So I can drag this over, and it kind of snaps like a rubber band, but not perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You only want to do it when you have solid colors. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, Control-Z. Uh-oh, Control-Z erases everything that I did. So if you make a mistake with the Scissor tool, you have to start from scratch. It's not like the Path tool, which was a lot more forgiving. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going to go up here, here, and I'm going to keep going. Notice that it's not perfect. Okay, I'm going to go around it works well when you have solid color differences. Okay, and I'm going to connect them up. Now, you can, if you want, at this point, once you've connected them, you can sort of adjust things. But notice it's really, it's not very elegant. It's kind of messy. You know, I would say try the Scissor Select tool, depending on what it is that you want to cut out, but it doesn't bend to your will very well. It seems to have a mind of its own. So here, let's try it. Okay, so I've clicked the two together, connected the two. I'm going to click in the middle here. There's my cutout, and you can see it's pretty choppy. I'm going to Control-I, invert, hit delete. I got the white background again. Go up here to colors, color to alpha, click OK. All right. Now you can see again. Let's look how choppy this one is. This one's not so bad. Okay, this one it really adhered well to the foot there, because the color of my foot and the color of the blanket were so dramatically different. But over here the differences weren't as strong, so you're getting not as good a cutout. Let me show you what I mean here. I'm going to zoom in on this one a little bit. You can see right there, and if I zoom in on this one, looks a lot better. So I will leave that to your your decision. But again, save it. If you want a cutout background to look like a cutout background, you need to save it as a TIFF file. Okay, and that would be going up here to export TIFF or a PNG, if depending on what program you're using. I know that for Yearbook Avenue, which is a program we're using, I don't think it accepts PNG files, but TIFF files are perfectly okay. So I'm going to export it to the desktop, click, and there we go. There's already a foot TIFF. Replace it. Why not? Click OK. And here it is. Although it's kind of hard to see. Let me open it up. Ah, well, it saved it rather differently than the other one.